tell them our location. You all talk too much. You're gonna give up our locale, man. We're gonna tell them where we're at with your muse. Oh dear, here we go. Oh, no. Not when it's flat. After it sat out overnight. Hi, Luda. Look at her. She's rolling around back there. Spotlight girl. She's my Luda tickle. She's so pretty in her bits. She said, put that away. That's so embarrassing yourself. Always embarrassing yourself in front of the lady. I used to drink these when I was a kid. Well, 15. Clearly Canadian. They never have Western Loganberry though, and that's always my favorite. They don't have it. Whatever. Oh my lawn. Oh, I gotta stay loose and limber. Oh my goodness. It has been a 2-day. Stop. Shh. No, don't make me love you more. You're cute. You just woke up. They always meow so much right when they wake up. Bittersweet. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hailk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. It's just been a bittersweet all day. It's just been it's because things are finally happening. I've been in a holding pattern for 2 years. And now things are happening and they're happening quick, and I don't like change. I never have. I just never had any choice but to adapt. Doesn't mean I like it. Doesn't mean it's not scary all the time, you know? Life is scary. It can be scary, you know? I mean, I don't know a lot of people on my Facebook feed that have faced, not by choice, being on the streets with their family. I don't know how many on my feed. I know people that live like alternative lifestyles, but I don't know, Ma. I just, but the place we got, it marks all the boxes. Yeah, they have their outside cats too, you know? They have their outside cats too. It's been a busy day. I took Benny to the vet this morning at noon, or this afternoon at noon, and then, just so toot. And then, I called first thing this morning, because freaking Friday night, Stan Lee started drooling profusely, and it had like, it smelled foul, and it had bloody stuff in it. Get off my mouse! He said the cat got the mouse! Ha ha ha! You wanna go up there? Wanna pass it up? This is No-Toes. That's how I tell them apart, is the colors on their... Anyway. Shh, don't make me like you. I gotta go soon. So today, yeah, okay, so the vet. Pets, critters, meow, meow. I can't help but freaking take care of things. I just can't help it. I can't. It's just, I can't. If I have the ability and the power to do something, I'm going to do it to help something. And it's just so awful where I live right now, because people are just dumping their dogs because they can't afford to feed them and stuff. So they're just dumping them off. And dogs get away all the time. And sometimes it's just the whole animal situation. But I just see it as a mini, well, a smaller thing of what's happening on a larger scale with everybody. I mean, the planet. I mean, it's just... It's crazy. We're animals just as much as they are, you know. They're more soulful than we are, though. Please don't get on my laptop. Stop. So I called early enough, and the people were nice enough and were able to get me in at 3:30 with Stan Lee. He does not travel well. He doesn't like I remember that from when we moved from Oregon to Arizona, and then he doesn't like being in a container. He has to be open. He has to be able to walk around, and then I put him in the container to bring him in the building. Cause yeah, it was bad. But good thing I leave rolls of toilet paper, paper towels in the van for occasions like that. So they already got him on antibiotics. Please do not be adorable. You know what? Maybe I should start taking pictures of them and posting them on Facebook around here, since I got a little time, and maybe get a couple of them adopted. I made a little cat house for him. I went to the Dollar General and bought 2 fleece blankets, and I had 2 sleeping bags that I put in the car, and I put screen in. There's a busted out window, and I closed a piece of screen in there, and then put slits in the screen so the cats can go in and out. But like if it snows or even rain, drizzles, it'll help keep it drier in there. I tried to see if I could fold down the rear seats if they came down, but I couldn't. I couldn't. So, but don't make me love you. Stop it. So they've been going out more and more, but it's cold. But it's going to be sunny the next few days, so hopefully they'll spend more time outside. Oh, I can't right now with you. I can't. I really can't. I'm such a baby. I don't know why people think I'm so mean and tough and stuff, because I am a freaking baby. But, please don't. I'm going to start crying because of kittens. What kind of stuff? Moons and Cancer? See? Dang it. Okay, what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about when the meek shall inherit the earth. That's what I was thinking about. I sometimes I take some quiet time and I'll think about what I'm going to say. And I see it happening. I mean, I see kids. People are just skittish now. People are just really. You got the 3D earthers that they're just so skittish. They're just, and then you have the people that are just in their loops that have just doing what they've always done, so they're comfortable in that. But the worlds are about to just merge and meld in a really weird way. And the just the weird crime that just the headlines. I don't listen to the news, watch any kind of news. I scroll through headlines to get kind of an idea of what the collective is doing. Shh. Not 2 of you. Don't like me, I'm mean. Ooh. Ooh. And just like I see stories, okay, 4 friends missing, and then you watch this story unfold. 4 people found dismembered in a body of water, and and then like a little while later, there's a little more to this story. It's just like people are making bad choices. They're making bad choices. They're putting themselves in harm's way, and the world is not the same world it was even 5 years ago. We are on an entirely different planet. And there's stuff that I see that I'm like, that's why I don't like to clump myself with any organization, any religion, nothing, group, none of that. I don't clump myself with, I'm a heyoka. And people don't even like being those oftentimes. They don't. It's not, I mean, because it's not always fun. It's not always fun. No. No. Tears of a clown. Anyway, so people are just getting more and more and more sensitive. More and more sensitive. More and more sensitive. And then they don't even know how to articulate their sensitivity. Because it's evolved. Because I didn't know how to articulate mine. It took me, when I started doing videos in 2017, I got out of the Air Force in 2006. So 11 years before I was like, oh my gosh, those 8 anthrax vaccines that they gave me freaking did something to me. They changed my chemistry. Because I started just getting mad and angry, and I would see myself responding in situations and be like, what are you doing? Why are you acting like that? And I didn't know. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, holy hell. It was a trial. They called it a trial. And I got 8. You got 2 at a time, 1 in each arm. Has 0.5 milliliters of formaldehyde in each shot. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, just formaldehyde alone. And milliliters. It's like a shot oven by itself of just freaking straight formaldehyde that they put in me. I'm not a big girl. I'm only 5'3", 3/4. I'm shorter now, but I'm not, I've always, I don't know. Good thing I'm more muscle than fat, I guess. I don't know. I try and stay healthy and stay active just to keep that, And I've had like foot. I should have another one. I should do it again. I'm about due because my toe. I had a weird, when I moved to Oregon, I got like a fungus on my toenail and it went all wonky. And then since I've been here, it's growing back. And Mom and I've been taking vitamins, our daily women's vitamins and stuff. So her nails are getting stronger too, or better too. So, I can't listen to that song right now. It's like, na 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 na. In Vogue. Free Your Mind. That's a good jam. Even though I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so I should do another foot soak. It takes all the heavy metals out. I don't have parasites or anything like that. No, it's just I worry about my joints and cartilage and things like that. But anyway, so life is just going really, really fast, and I'm just really trying to stay in the present moment. How the meek are inheriting the earth. So you got the violent people. You got the people that get to live their wildest, most grotesque fantasies, and on the expense of other human beings, and just because they got the wrong idea about stuff, about how to live life. Maybe they saw a movie or something when they were a kid, and they aspired to grow up to be the wrong thing. Maybe they read a book. Who knows what people's influence is to turn them to the darkness. There's a lot of ways that things can go, and the way that I see it is that we're in Babylon, and people are just going to go full board into themselves, into their egos, and just keep living for the. When people do that, that's when you have heart attacks, because it's and then it'll short out, or we're gonna get a blast from the sun evidently, and by 2030 anyway. So, and it's gonna go out for a while. So I mean, it's just like pick your whatever, That's the importance of finding in the gift in the present moment, and it has taken me so many years to just keep my head where I'm at, in the room where I'm at, and not think too much of where I want to be, where I've been. I get nervous and scared and when I think about the future or the past. That's not where the creator is, because the creator is always in the present moment, as I've always understood it. So just being in the present moment, that's like the best, that's where my peace is. But I've had so much stuff happen in my life, it is sometimes really, really, really difficult to find that peace. And I'm willing to share the things that I've learned with other people, with the rest of you Meeks, with the other Meeks, if you seeks. Not the tweaks. But, you know, people are gonna start valuing life more and taking better care of themselves and stuff like that. Or not. I mean, it's just getting bizarre what people think is acceptable behavior of all economic backgrounds. It's getting bizarre what, I mean, people just I'm talking to myself when I say this too. Just because you can say stuff doesn't mean you should, There's a lot of times people should just keep their mouths closed. But, I guess we all got that little Napoleon syndrome, and it's that little short man's complex, men and women, Every now and again, sometimes you just get a little chip on your shoulder, But okay, have that chip. Understand that you might just very well come across somebody that will knock that chip off their shoulder, and then what are you going to do? I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what you're really going to do. See, it was so funny. Somebody posted one of those fall, like, you type in the person's name on Facebook, or it has a story, like you go to a haunted house or whatever, and you type the person's name in, whatever. And mine actually said I was the one that would punch somebody. Said the most likely to punch somebody. And dipshit. Jack Sprat. And so most likely to punch somebody. And I wrote on the comment section below, I said, by the grace of God, I haven't yet. Because I don't want to be like all these other people on the planet that are just, that's their go-to, is to just, I'm going to get mad and I'll show you how, big and tough I am. I'm just going to punch you in the face. No, I had too many people punch me in the face. My brother used to beat the shit out of me. Yeah, after, like, basic training. I mean, he was a wrestler. I mean, I'm pretty okay at defending myself, but still I got my freaking head slammed into the concrete ground, and I was like 15 and 16. Yeah, I mean, I've been knocked out. I've seen stars. I probably had a concussion. Who knows? I have a hard head, though. But it's like, I know violence, so I'm not trying to put that on nobody else. And people don't understand how fragile the human body is. How easy it is to break bones and noses and jaws and cheekbones. And I had a broken cheekbone once. And they just, the people that don't value life, They don't value life, but we value life, eh, Ma? Oh my God, it's October 17th. That's the anniversary of Arthur Boo's passing. What year did he die? We got 1 year in the house. I bought the house 2231, and my whole life when I got him when I was 18, I always told him, I said, dude, little man Arthur, I will buy you a house with the backyard of your own. And he had four, like, he died like almost like a year to the day from when he had all 4 seasons. So I made true to my promise. He was why I enlisted, and then it ended up Mom became the priority. But But he was a good dog. He lived to be 17, and I wasn't even. It sucked, because that's why I learned a long time ago. You got to really be careful about what you think, because I used to think it would really suck if, like, for some reason I couldn't be with him, like we couldn't be together his last night on Earth. And that was that's exactly what happened. I was on a retreat at Joy Hauling in Ashland, Nebraska. Benny! You're so cute. You just woke up with your pillow face, Benno. Good boy, Benny. Get up there. And Mom had called and said something happened. I think he had a stroke or something, because he kept like walking in the corner, and I was like, oh God, here we go. And then so the next morning I went in, and then I didn't even get to hold him because it wouldn't go in his arm. They couldn't find a vein, so his doctor had to take him into the next room and put it in his chest. So he took it away. So I'm glad. I don't want that visual. I'm glad he did, and I got to hold him for a while. But you know, even when I thought that would be like the end of me. Come here, Benny. And there's so many more endemies that have happened since then. Come on, good boy. Come on, you want up? Come on, already be nice. Come on, Benny. Come on, let Benny up. Come on, good boy. Good boy, Benny. Come on, Benny. We're trying to have a conversation. Come on, go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You can do it. Good dog. Good boy. Go on. Get away from Marty. Go past. Go. Good boy. Everybody just find your spot. That was the longest ever, because Artie's right there and Tucker's right there, and he had about a space like that to just like sleep, because he doesn't want to make him mad. Good boy, Benny. He's like, I'm still not in my spot, Margie. So that was rough. That was... Man, life can just freaking bowl you over. And then I watch other people, and I share in their experience of loss and grief and tragedy and heartache. I had plenty of most of my tragedy happened before I was 12 years old. You know? So a lot of life happened to us. And so now other people are having these experiences, you know? And I feel for them, because I know what it's like, and that's what we're seeing, that division of the people that got beat up so much when we were younger, you know? Because I could see that. That's why I meditate. That's why I freaking lift weights. It's why I go walk a circle around the park. But I'll be hiking in Arroyo Hondo here pretty quick. It's such a beautiful place, man. I'm gonna be like, well, there's wireless, so I can still communicate with people with instant message. It'll be mostly that, because there ain't no cell service where I'm at. So I don't know. Technology's so weird. It'll be I don't know. It'll be, but I guess hopefully I'll get to do my talk still. So it's 2022. So it's been like 12 years, Ma. So 2008, I think, is when Arthur died. 2008. And it's 2012, because it's the anniversary of his passing. It's October 17th, 7/11 right now. 12, 8, no, 14 years. I can't even do math. 2008 to 18. Yeah, man. God, life is a blur, man. And to think of how many people just live in the same place and do the same thing day after day, what turns into year after year. They even vacation in the same places, but every but the places are always different. Even they go there because they're always remodeling and changing things and stuff like that. It's just life is a treadmill, I guess. People just live on a treadmill. I don't like it. I'm ready for stability. I'm ready for more stability. I'm ready to just be able to breathe and not have to worry about where we're gonna go or what we're gonna do. That is such a that is aging me oven by itself. This lady, she takes care of her mom and our new landlord, and she took care of both of her aunts too. So I am actually I'm looking forward to learning from her and her guidance and things that she could teach me to help me make mom more comfortable. And I'm excited because there's a shower and I can put a chair in there, get a shower chair. Yeah, because wouldn't that be easier, Ma? You can even wear your clothes if you wanted, if we just washed your hair, you know it? Put on a bathing suit or something. Would you like that? No? She don't like getting wet. So, but it'll still be easier than having her bend over the bathtub. Huh, Ma? Huh? Yeah? Anyway, we'll figure it out. We do. Are you happy, Ma? It's a very nice day. I was so busy. I came. Oh man, I'm just like, I'm tired. I look spent. I don't quite look like an ass sandwich. I do look tired though. I could say, yeah, I'm tired. So, and then I had to make a trip between the 2 trips to the vets. I had to make a trip. I did get boxes this morning too. I did that early at like 8:30. And then gave my buddy a ride. And we went to go look at his horses, but they weren't around. And then, you know what? I've been trying to smile at people. Like a cheesy smile. Just to see what they'll do. And people are smiling back. Yeah. And they're like, it's kind of fun. Yeah. It's better than my scowl. I scowl a lot. I do, because I'll be thinking about something. I'll scowl. So yeah, I did that early, and then did the one round of animal, and then I tried to. God, this morning I was up at 2. Last night I was up at 2. And then the night before I was up at 2. And I get extra frustrated because I know that now is prime dream time. And I'm not getting it. I'm missing out on it. Because I wake up and I'm just like, I'm up, and then nothing but my thoughts, or trying not to think thoughts. That's what I do, is I try not to think thoughts and just go back to sleep. And it hasn't been working, so I'm not getting and I'm a dreamer. That's my night shift. That's where I get to connect to my spirit family. It makes all this crazy, wacky nonsense that people do to each other intentionally. It is just bizarre the way I mean, I know not all freaking up walking individual on this planet are all humans. I know people got their weird DNA and they got their weird belief systems and they got their weird religions and I've seen it my whole life. I never not. So why people still don't think that stuff exists is just beyond incomprehension to me. Even though I do believe in an all multi-universe. So yeah, I guess there's a world that blah, 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 la, la, land. But I remember there was a church across the street. I was in junior high too, so 12, 13, 14. It was across the street from CVI. And Larry, no, not. I had to be, no. Yeah, I didn't go to CVI yet. So we were like 6 or 7. I was in Project City. And we went to this haunted house at this church, and Larry pulled us out and like wouldn't let us participate in any more of the Halloween festivities for the rest of the night, because there was a kid, like, I don't know, I was 6, he must have been 13 or something like that, you know, young kid, teenager, and he was laying on a table. And you walk through the room around the table, and he had like a mockery of his guts cut open, and like had spaghetti for entrails and stuff like that. And it's just, even I was 7, and I'm like, this ain't God. This is not what God wants, especially not in his house. So I really started paying attention to what the people that were doing that said that they were for who, if you get me. And people contradict. I mean, they tell you who they are. I tell you who I am every day in these videos. I've been doing these videos 5 years. You know, I'm consistent. I'm I've been consistent. I've had very stressful periods, and I mean, you could see it. Like, I go through life on YouTube. This is my video diary for anybody who wants to partake in it, and if you find any value in it, you know, because I've been through a lot of crap, and more people are only going to go through more and more crap. So if you want some, you know, I'm always giving people guidance on what I do to try and freaking make life less freaking crazy. I pray all the time. Oh my gosh, God's like, here, just go do something else, leave me alone, I'll give you a place. It'll be a nice place. It even has a swamp cooler. I'm excited. This creek, though, man. The fact that there's a creek right across the street, Ma. And then it's 2.5 miles from the Rio Grande, the John Dunn Bridge. It's just, thanks, G. we don't always see eye to eye. Me and Creator, yeah. Oh man. Whew. I'm cautiously optimistic. I have periods of time like that. Oh, I feel better that Stan Lee's got his antibiotics on board, because his dental ain't till the 2nd, and that shit's nasty. I'm grateful that they gave me liquid stuff, because he don't do pills. I hate I'd have to mash it up and like put it in a sucky thing, and it's just it sucks. He hates it, I hate it, but they gave me this stuff, and I had it in my pocket, and it got warm, so when I went to peel off the foil off the top, it like went because it expanded and like spit in my mouth. That stuff is nasty. Why can't they make products that taste better for pets, man? You guys get so much money for them. Come on, man. I actually looked to apply for an IT position at a veterinary prescription warehouse that they had in Omaha. And it's just, you know, it ain't about care. It ain't about care, that's for sure. But anyway, it wasn't too bad today. The 2 visits for both of them. It wasn't like, because they're dentals, man. If it wasn't for Earth Angels, I wouldn't be able to take care of these critters like I do, and Mom too. And then I gotta, because you can't get anything done unless somebody knows somebody. I'm starting to show people who I am enough that they're liking it and they're wanting to help me out. And this one lady that I talked to today, she just worked at the Health and Human Services office. And I'm trying to figure out what's making noise in the dryer. If there's something in there with a zipper on it or a button or something. Anyway, and she just came from working at the office, and so she's gonna call somebody because I should be mom's like caregiver, like I should, yeah. Anyway, so that was cool. So things are they're looking up. Everybody, that's like the only hand gesture I've ever done in my life. I never been into peace because Larry, don't do that. That's Satan worship. I mean, when we were like 7, 8, I mean, you know, the witchcraft, all that stuff, all of it. It's all it's all control. It's all manipulation. And my spirit wants to be free. And I know a lot of other people would just be more comfortable just doing what they're told and just doing what they're doing. There was a funny thing I saw at the laundromat when I picked up my buddy. He works there. He's the maintenance guy there. And then I know at the other laundromat, I know the kid. Well, I don't know how long he's going to work there. But he works at that laundromat, and I think it's hilarious because the only friend I had in Oregon, she was the laundry mat lady. I'm like, what is it with me? And I love laundry. Like, it's my favorite thing. Like, it'll be a cold, drizzly night, and I'll walk in to the smell of fabric softener because we didn't have washers and dryers when we were growing up. So we had to walk a long way and carry our clothes to do laundry. So it's like a luxury to me, you know? And it smells good, and it feels. And when I was a little girl, I used to hide in the dryer after Grandma did towels. Yeah. So laundry is like significant, and then I know these people. Anyway, so I was at the laundromat this morning, and there's this sign. There is this sign on the wall. Oh, I saw it came up. I saw this the other day. Urgent call to action. Recovering Indigenous relatives. I thought maybe that somebody could put me in to find out maybe some of Mom's relatives. Yeah, that was outside the convenience store there in Arroyo Hondo. Okay, so this was at the sign that was on the bulletin board, the laundromat on the north side. It says, "Welcome to Taos. You came here from there because you didn't like it there, and now you want to change here to be like there. We're not racist, phobic, or anti-whatever you are." That's not really true. That's not been my experience anyway. There's been a couple, but I mean, no place, no 100%. Let me get back to it. We simply like here the way it is, and most of us actually came here because it is not like there, wherever there was. You are welcome here, but please stop trying to make here like there. If you want here to be like there, you should not have left there to come here. And you are invited to leave here and go back there at your earliest convenience. I thought it was funny. Oh, I'm just like, I hate tourists. I was leaving because my buddy lives on the Pueblo, and I was dropping him off. Did he leave his rock in the... No, because I gave him a ride all the way. Yeah, because that's right. So I gave him a ride, and there's a young kid who's like waves people on. It's a trip to me, the Pueblo. It's like they actually have a building that says admission. Like you pay to just go walk around. People come here from all over, from every place. People don't have food to eat, but still, there's a percentage of the population that will go to frickin' Hell's Balls, Taos, New Mexico, to pay admission to watch people live. It's a people zoo. It's a people zoo. When I left, I rolled down the window. I said, do you ever feel like you just live in a people zoo? And he's like, yeah, I do. Sometimes. I said, it sucks, man. I said, it's a trip to me. I said, people come here to watch you guys live because they don't know how to live where they come from. It's weird to me. And then I thought about my years a bit. I'm not really a tourist. I like to drive around and see places. That makes, but I guess people don't notice me, I guess, as a tourist. They just think that I'm somebody that lives there, I guess. Because you get to know your surroundings. Before I go any place, I look it up and see what it's like. But I wouldn't go to where, like, people dwell, their homes are, and watch and their neighborhoods, you know? I mean, I have when Christmas lights were up. But, and I know people that have gone there, and it's not like a welcome thing, but this is their income. You know? This is our ancestors, and their mom's ancestors, too. I know mom's related to people on that live on that Pueblo. She's from around here. I know it. If the universe wants me to get the verification, it'll sprinkle it right in front of my little schnosh. So, yeah, it's supposed to be like sunny the next few days, I think, here. But like today, it was so cold. I had socks on. And I was cold. And I don't use my heater because the heater core is going out. I guess I don't know. Somebody said it was like $400 to replace, which isn't bad. I'm right in the middle of moving. And I don't want to do that. And so, maybe later. But so it was cold. And then I remembered I have heated seats, so it was less sucky. I even had my 2-ply pants on, Ma. My 2-ply pants. I had my 2-ply pants and I had my tights on. My under 2-ply tights. I'm cold all the time. That's why I hated Nebraska. I had to escape Nebraska. And then I ended up in another very cold place, which is New Mexico. But I like it here. It's nice. I'm glad we found a place and we get to stay. And we're going to be painting, Ma. I'll get us an easel and we'll sit out by the creek and paint. We'll have to get bug spray, though. Yeah? Somebody said there's mosquitoes, but the water seems to be swift enough where we are that it might be alright. And I keep the lawn mowed. I'll keep the lawn mowed, so they like it when the lawn like gets marshy and stuff. But I keep it. I won't let it be fun for them. I hate mosquitoes. They eat me. So anyway, yep, more and more people. I'm adding to the playlist How the Meek Inherit the Earth. I use the same title names because I hate coming up with title names. Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'll think of one and I'll put it. I got a list of title ideas. Oh, I never showed the bear. I don't think I ever showed the bear. This is what my buddy does. He's a stone carver. I'm gonna start doing it too. I put it up on I staged it for him. I said, "Here, let's go put it over here and put the trees and the sun in the background, put it up on a rock like it's in its natural habitat. Speaking of bears, I just read an article before I started this talk. This is how dumb people are. People are just dumb. They're just doing whatever they want, and they're just dumb. There are these two kids, like 11 or 12 or something like that, down at the zoo. I want to say it was in Santa Fe or I want to say it was around here in New Mexico. And they freaking got in to where the bear is, and were like climbing around the rocks and stuff. And the parents are like, I'm going to take your phone away. You know, I mean, it's just the humans that people create, I tell you what. But everybody has the right to create. But just like, man. Oh, so we are in survival of the fittest, evidently. Because, oh my God. The bear wasn't around. I think the bear was asleep in its den or something like that. But it's just like, man. And freaking shows are getting so stupid. I told Mom, I said, Mom, I'm going to start getting books. And then I'll just read books in the evening. How does that sound, Mom? Or we can listen to YouTube talks or something like that. But, I mean, I got Hulu left. That's all I got left. I got rid of Netflix when we left Oregon. And I just like, I mean, there's a couple that, because I like to see where the collective consciousness, and they write these people to see where people are, and the people, you know, that watch them, if that's where you're at, oh Lordy. When the lights go out, there's going to be a lot of people in trouble. We'll be all right, though, huh, Ma? We're survivors, huh? Yeah. So, come hang out with us. We can all hang out at the end and the beginning of the new times, the new age. I think it's so fun. I can't make up my life, man. I was an age ranger in the military, aerospace ground equipment, flight line support, age. I was also the Toto the last year I was in. Toto, you know how we're all living freaking, you know, the guy behind the curtain, all of it. I was literally the Toto, the technical order distribution officer. I took care of all the technical orders, all the bench stock, all the tools, all the inventory. I mean, yeah. I made toolboxes. I did all the hazardous material. I had to get rid of all that stuff, you know, do with all that proper. I know a lot of freaking policies and procedures and safety, and I know a lot of stuff, man. And I think people just don't think I know jack squat from looking at me. And then they hear me talk, and they're like, oh, well, I don't like her anyway. Anyway, Toto, yeah, I was the Toto. So my life is funny. Now we're heading to a new age. All the old ages up into the new age. It's getting, I don't know. Once we get settled, I'm gonna buy me and Mom a new bed. I went into one place. I didn't get warm and fuzzy about it today. I won't say where it was, but it was one of the more prominent furniture places in town, and I'll check out some other places too. We'll see. But I'm gonna get us a new bed, and